Am I the meanest?
PUNSH drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
PUNSH drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
PUNSH drunk.
Well, who am I?
PUNSH drunk.
Who am I?
PUNSH drunk.
I can't hear you.
PUNSH drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Pun Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at this side of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, more news in the boxing world. You already know that boxing works 24/7. Boxing works 24/7, so there's always some news in boxing. Whether it's drama, whether it's Twitter beef, whether it's announcement of an event, whether it's announcement of a fight, whether it's announcements. It's always working 24/7, ladies and gentlemen. Don't matter if you live in Asia, Africa, America, UK, Ireland, anywhere in the world, boxing just keeps on moving. If it's New York City, it's going to be 3 o'clock in the morning. There's going to have something happen in the UK at 9 p.m. and somebody's making an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. God bless each and every one of y'all. You see the title, see the thumbnail? And I want to touch on a little bit that we was talking about yesterday because we cut it off and then we moved on to Rap Star, and then we finished talking about, the toxic and American fan base. At the end of the day, I think that hardcore boxing fans and hardcore boxing pugilists, if you want to call yourself hardcore, if you really love the game, if you really respect fighters, I think it's our job to preserve the boxers and the sport. I'm not trying to say to preserve the BS. I'm not trying to tell you to preserve what frustrates you. I'm just saying that we are the voice and we are the pulse. We are the one that keeps. We are the machine. Put it that way. If boxing was on life support, we are the machine. All right, we're the one that we would not let nobody pull the plug. You feel me? And like I said before, this platform, this YouTube platform, is what actually keeps boxing alive. Because if you take it away, where are people gonna listen to boxing? Boxing report, or boxing, you know what I'm saying? Because ESPN and mass media ain't gonna do it. Or Fox, they not gonna talk about boxing on a day-to-day like they do the NBA, like they do football, baseball, hockey, or whatever. They're not gonna be talking about they ain't talking about boxing. So we are the ones that actually keeps boxing alive. So we are the one that are the voices. And when people come and want to educate themselves to boxing, they probably going to come to us and other boxing content creators. And this is why I always preach, break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. And I could also understand that there's people out there that like to be with one fighter. There's a lot of, but what happened when that fighter retires? What happened when that fighter is not relevant no more? At the end of the day, you got to stay true to boxing. You got to stay true to boxing, because boxing keep on moving. Boxing will never die because of us. But like I said, boxing is not a dying sport, but it's not a growing sport, and we gotta be the guys and the gals to speak more positive about the sport of boxing, especially in America. We was talking about yesterday. We gotta be more positive. There's a lot of good things happening in the sport of boxing. We got to support our fighters. How many times people say we got to support our fighters? Then people get mad when you see fighters talking that that they don't get paid this much and that, because you don't support them either. Then you want to complain. People want to complain why boxers move the way they move. It's because they look at the fan base, and if they lose one time, if they get touched one time, if they get stumbled, if they get knocked down, they know they not it. They're exposed. They're not like what it was. Like it was all hype. You mess up, the fans as well mess up their image. so to say. So now a lot of these fighters are walking their career in eggshells. So in the end of the day, because I come from an era too that Tito Trinidad got knocked down. Practically, seems like Tito Trinidad got knocked down every fight. But you know what? He's still a legend. He still won his fight. He still got back up and won his fights. I mean, right now in the boxing community, we living we being too picky, man. We're being too picky. Too picky. And I think we need to change that type of attitude because boxing is a beautiful sport. It's a dangerous sport. Shout out to all the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Always going to be here for the boxers. The boxers is always going to have the benefit of the doubt on this channel, on this platform, because at the end of the day, I do this really for the boxers. For the men and women that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. And if you can't respect that, then for real, you don't got to like the fighter. You don't got to like their style. But you got to respect them. You got to know what you're watching. You got to know what you're watching. Let me say what's up to the people out there. What's up to the people out there? V10 was good. Tycho TV in the building. What's up, Tycho TV? Lord, what's good? And Ralph William Boxing in the building. What's good? Muhammad Ali. Oh yeah, glad Mark is back in boxing. Yes. He's always in boxing. He was just not working with. But we're gonna touch base on that. The fans corner, what's good? Walter, what's good? Rod, what's good? Johnny Blaze, Colonia, what's good? Ale, dímelo, mi hermano. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Hold on, let me put this right quick. Put this right quick, my friends. Everybody, my friends. Hold on. Where at? All right. So, 1984, one of the most historic team, one of the best assembled in boxing Olympic history in America, one of the most prestige Olympian in the world, probably arguably the best Olympian or an amateur, the best amateur in America, treasure, Mark Breland, is back in the corner. Is back helping an elite fighter. Y'all already know Deontay Wilder, ex-trainer. Mark Breland, Brooklyn, BK, New York City, stand up. Mark Breland is back in the corner with Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo going to be fighting Montiel in a couple months. Now, I know a lot of people have been frustrated with Jermall Charlo and his next upcoming opponent. We wanted to be at least an elite. We did wanted to see. We rather would have seen. We'll want to see Demis Andre versus Charlo instead of him fighting Liam Williams and Charlo fighting Montiel or Charlo versus Triple G, because Triple G is getting a pass, ladies and gentlemen. Triple G is getting a straight up pass, and for real, he is getting a straight up pass. I don't want boxers to really be criticized at all the time, but for real, Triple G is getting a pass. It looks like everybody with a belt needs some responsibility, but Triple G just flying on the radar. Triple G better come out there. We're gonna be calling you Triple G. You better do something. They getting a pass, and we need to stop that. Triple G getting a pass. If you're going to be on Charlo, you're going to be at Demetrius Andre's case, you better be on Triple G as well. Keep it consistent. Now, Mark Breland, y'all already know, it's been very, very frustrating throughout this past year about everybody subscribe to Raw Boxing TV, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody subscribe to Raw Boxing TV. Everybody subscribe to Black and Brown Boxing in the building. What's good? H.I.O. Idel, 1 foot out the door. What's good, my brother? Prime Fighting Champions in the building. Subscribe. Dime, mi hermano. Ale, Garcia. So, Jermall Charlo, and a lot of boxers are doing this. You know what I'm saying? They hire new help. Teofimo Lopez did the same thing. hired the coach back in the days that actually worked with him when he was a young kid. You know what I'm saying? With the shout out to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Everybody subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Mota was good. Toby, my friend. Toby was good. Dragon Leg was good. So a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people, but there's boxers that like to, they hire another elite mind in the sport of boxing to help out, because at the end of the day, man, this is boxing. Teofimo Lopez just did it. Got his trainer to help him out with defense and things of that nature, and he just want to be the best that he could be. Also, even when Danny Silva Garcia was working with Richardson, rest in peace, Richardson. And now you got. And this guy, he used to do it as well. Kenny Porter with Barry Hunter, working with Sean Porter, in his upcoming fights. So, of course, it's just coming, with great minds. You're trying to be the best you can. So, I do believe that Jermall Charlo is doing the best that he could, he's trying to be the best him. Now, of course, a lot of people is not going to be happy with the pick of his opponents, but probably the people are going to be happy with the pick of him adding Mark Breland to his corner with Ronnie Shields, who is a great trainer, great trainer, and those two minds could really bring out probably the best in Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He's in the prime of his career right now. Not sure if he's in the back end of his prime, but he's in the prime year. Again, Jermall Charlo, undefeated, WBC middleweight champion of the world. Yeah, there's been people that's frustrated with the middleweight division. I've been frustrated with the middleweight division because I feel like the champions is actually abandoning their responsibility in the middleweight division. And I think that, they letting this division, which is one of the most prestige division in boxing history, down. You know what I'm saying? They got to do it forget about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez in 168. He's doing his thing. He's about to unify with May 8th, you already know, he's about to unify with Billy Joe Saunders, so people need to stop thinking about Canelo Alvarez. These guys need to get in with each other, pause, fight, unify the titles, whether Demetrius win, whether Charlo win, Triple G needs to also add it to the mix. Of course, a lot of people going to be like Murata as well, but I just think that these are bigger fights anyways. Bigger fights and the legacy fight at the same time. Triple G, you go to the Murata, I think, hey, taking the easy way out. Look what they say about Canelo, ladies and gentlemen. What they say about Canelo. Oh my God, he's fighting this person, the weakest of all champions. If you're gonna say like that, then Triple G, if you use that same narrative, which I don't like people using, because it's becoming people labeling the new form of cherry picking. If you pick the least champion, man, a champion is a champion, all right? A champion is a champion. All right, so Triple G, I hope he gets in the ring with a Charlo, with a Demetrius Andre, or Murata. Just unify the titles, man. Just bring some type of legacy into middleweight division or some significant fights there. Everybody's in position. Great names are in position, so we could see some legacy fights and the best fighting the best. Now, of course, Mark Breland, with the allegations and of him made believe that he tampered with the water of Deontay Wilder. Of course, there's been a lot of controversy with that. I was one of the people that was like, yo, that's wrong. If you don't have no evidence, I think it's straight up wrong. I think we do live in a society, right, where our our community, and I'm talking about, predominantly, Latinos, blacks, we go through similar in things of how you say it, people getting locked up, getting jailed, with no, falsely accused, things of that nature. There's a lot of people innocently incarcerated. People are getting incarcerated, and then later you find out, or the DNA test find out that they ain't do the crime. There's a lot of people like that right now in jail. The community is like that. You feel me? So we come from that community, and we know that that's effed up when you actually, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But when it comes to this Mark Breland, a lot of people is acting in the same community, in the same community. Y'all was putting him like he was guilty and he needed to prove his innocence. And that was effed up. Y'all know that was effed up. because we go through that. That's effed up. Everybody shout out to Mini Max Boxing in the building. What's good? Mini Max Boxing. Everybody subscribe to Mini Max Boxing. Yeah, the allegations, accusations, all of that false accusations. We go through that. A lot of people was in prison by that. A lot of people go to life to jail for that. You remember the Central Park 5? What happened to the Central Park 5? Spent all their adulthood in jail, because somebody lied. And we ain't like that. And I know I'm from New York City, so that really, I never touched the Netflix, they got a Netflix show, documentary about it. We ain't like that. But then when it came to Mark Breland, a lot of people out there in this YouTube circuit was actually talking ish about Mark Breland. And I'm like, what? Why? What? It was anybody guilty? Did anybody present something, that he was guilty of? Did anybody show proof of that? Nah. Why would anybody even in the same community that we suffer from that? We suffer from that shit in the community, and we don't like that. We fight. We march over that shit. Excuse my language. We march over that. A lot of people in the system because of false accusations. But now, when it came to Mark Breland, same type of people that probably talk about, they doing us wrong. You did your boy wrong. You did your brother wrong. You did our champion wrong. You did one of the most prestigious and probably the most prestigious amateur. Mark Breland is our Vasily Lomachenko. Hello, Lisa Bales. What's good? Lisa, woo, the queen. If it's moonshine, it has to be great. Hello, ya tú sabes, mi hermano. Hello, dímelo, gracias, mi hermano. Punch the architect of the race. Yo, come on, man. You better stop that. I'm the architect of unity. I've been saying this since day one. I was giving a piece of somebody's medicine. But I'm to say this is day one. We're one race. The human race. And what makes us special is that we have the different cultures. We're a buffet, ladies and gentlemen. We're a buffet. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. That's my motto. And it's been like that since day one. Everybody got their coach, and everybody can be happy about their culture. Keep up the phenomenal interview. Thank you, Minnie. Thank you, Max. Y'all already know. Shout out to Mini Max and subscribe to his channel right now. Damn it. Punch, you need to address. Man, please, man. We talking boxing out here, man. Addressing no damn. I ain't addressing that. Come on. That's what y'all come to my channel for that? For that? Or y'all want to call, or you want to talk about boxing? I'm talk about some real boxing news. Get the hell out of here with that weak stuff. Exactly. Trust some boxing. Mr. Moonshine, el adobo, el sazón, el borracho. So yeah, man, and look. The only thing that's gonna be bad, you know. I mean, there's some people out there that's mad about Charlo anyway. There's a lot of people that mad about Charlo. And now, because he got Mark Breland in his corner, the same people that was attacking Mark Breland, pobrecito. The same people that was attacking Mark Breland, they butt her now. Jermall Charlo, I'm telling you like this. You made a move. You got him mad, Jermall Charlo. You got them mad now. Oh, Lord. Oh, man. You got them mad now. Oh, man. They really gonna do the David Benavidez narrative now. Oh, now. That's it. It's no turning back. I'm sorry, Jermall Charlo. I'm sorry, Jermall Charlo, but they gonna get you now. Punch Drunk, the keeper of objectivity. Thank you, high low, de lo mío. Oh, man. Gracias. God bless you, high low. Oh, man. You know it. You know, guys. You know, if you've been in this community and you know, there's people out there that's mad at Jermall Charlo. But now, you thought it was mad at Jermall Charlo before? Oh, Lord. Jermall Charlo, oh man, Jermall, somebody hold his hand. Oh man, because he's gonna get crucified. He gonna get crucified up in the YTVC, the YouTube boxing community, whatever y'all want to call this. You gonna get crucified. I know right now. They be like, oh, they're gonna hire him, right? Why you gotta hire him though? Why you got out of all the trainers out there that you can help yourself out? Why you gotta hire him though? Oh man, he gonna get you, Jermall. Oh Lord. Oh man, even Jermall Charlo, he be like, oh man, they gonna get you, son. Bro. Damn, bro. They gonna get you now. I mean, they did hated you, but now, oh Lord, shit, they gonna get you now. I don't think they're gonna be able to save you, man. Damn it, Jermall. I'm tired of saving you, man. I'm tired of speaking for you. You making these moves that's gonna get these people mad. Yes, Mark Breeder, of course. He's innocent. Ain't nobody bring no type of proof that he's not innocent. He's an innocent man. But also, there's gonna be, people also gonna be questioning this. Now let's keep it real. Let's keep it consistent. You already know. I'll break things down on boxing logically and objectively. Mr. Moonshine, the equalizer. Yeah, man. I'm going to be the equalizer 3. Forget Denzel Washington. I'm going to be the equalizer part 3. Good looking out. Who's next? Who's next with Boots? Who's next with Boots and Virgil Ortiz? Man, I do believe that they're ready for the elites. I do think they're ready. I mean, if this guy's taking out Maurice Hooker like this and Boots Ennis is taking out Sergey Lipinyan and left them flat out cold, I mean, what's the other step up? The only step up that you can have is actually now fighting the top 10 level competition of the Ugas of the world, of the Keith Thurmans of the world, of the Sean Porter, the Danny Silva Garcias of the world. I do think that Danny Silva Garcia, Boots Ennis, Philadelphia, you already know that's a good fight right there for Philly. If it's open, it'll probably stack up the house. So I think before Danny Silva Garcia does go to the 140, I just wish one of these guys will give these young guys a chance, just like they was given a chance. Just like Herrera a veteran, gave him a chance. Danny Silva Garcia, just like Paulie Malignaggi gave them a chance. You feel me? Like Sean Porter and Danny Silva Garcia. Got to be that veteran that is still very highly credible to give these guys a chance and give them an opportunity and test them out. I think it's a good fight anyway. Can you imagine Virgil Ortiz versus Danny Silva Garcia? I think it's still a good fight. If Bud Crawford can't get none of the PBC fighters, I think that's the best fighter for him. If he's not going to be fighting a Mikey Garcia, which got a name, but I think that Virgil Ortiz right now with his hunger, youth, speed, and it could pose that same threat that Mikey Garcia could pose Bud Crawford. So I do think that if Virgil Ortiz is not going to be fighting no PBC fighters, if Bud Crawford is going to be fighting no PBC fighters, I think that Virgil Ortiz, especially on the WBO ranking, I think he should be the next one up if he's not going to be fighting Sean Porter. You feel me? So I think for Virgil Ortiz, I think a fight with Bud, I think he's ready for it. Or he could get another fight, depending, not sure. But I do think they're ready though. Boots should fight. Okay, that's a good fight. That's a good fight too. Spence will have to face him. Yeah, just put him. But I do believe that they're ready though. I do believe that they're ready, Mini Max. My fault. I get to my fault. My fault. D-Style Boxing in the building. Everybody subscribe to D-Style Boxing. D-Style Boxing. Everybody subscribe. Let's go. Ortiz should fight the Mean Machine. Yeah. That's a good fight too. That's a good fight. That's a good test too. He's a strong dude. The Mean Machine is a strong dude. I do think that Virgil Ortiz will beat him. I think almost in the same fashion that he beat I think he'll beat him almost in the same fashion he beat Bud Crawford beat him. But probably easier in my opinion. In my opinion. Everybody subscribe to Major Key Boxing. Yo, D-Style, good looking now. God bless, bro. Everybody subscribe to Major Key Boxing. What's good? Major Key Boxing. What's good? So we got to keep it consistent. We got to keep it consistent because as much now we're gonna talk boxing strictly, right? Now let's talk about boxing strictly. Yeah, we spoke about the allegations and things of that nature that we didn't like, and I didn't respect that. And I think that was the straw. I think when people was listening to the to the excuses or the allegations or whatever y'all want to call it, what Deontay Wilder felt or the people around or his camp, whatever, what they were saying, I think that when it got way out of hand, that like when people and legends in the game and his contemporaries and people in the sport of boxing was like, what? Nah. It was when they mentioned the Mark Breland in the water. I think that was that was it. Like people like, all right, that's it, man. No more credit. That's it. We ain't trying to hear none of that no more. I think that was it in the boxing community. I'm talking about in terms of that's when boxers was like, nah. Now you tripping for real, right? Shadow Ghost in the building. Shadow Ghost 81. Everybody subscribe to Shadow Ghost. Next up, Sports Talk. What's good? What's good, bro? What's good? What's good? Subscribe. Next up, Sports Talk. What's good, brother? So with the Mark Breland, let's keep it consistent. Let's keep it in boxing. Now, a lot of people felt that Deontay Wilder wasn't growing, right? And maybe I said this. Maybe Deontay Wilder was too loyal for his own good, right? Because people were saying if you wasn't getting better, why you just didn't let go of Mark Breland, right? If you wasn't getting better, but he was saying that he's still with Mark Breland because his health and he wanted to be there for him and things of that nature. He still wanted to be on payroll. Put it exactly, right? A lot of people didn't feel that Deontay Wilder, his skills was up to par, right? Even before the Mark Breland and all that stuff, a lot of people felt like he needed a new trainer. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Jay Blues in the building. What's good? Dr. Mofongo, dímelo, mi hermano. Dominicano soy. Dime. Punch Wrong Boxing One channel, Mini Star channel. That's what I'm talking about. Hello, let them know. Hello, dímelo, díselo. Que Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. Ahí, coño, con la bandera. The boxing knowledge is good. So a lot of people felt, you know what I'm saying, that Deontay Wilder don't got no skills. He need to fire his trainer. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it real. Let's keep it consistent now. Now, are people gonna keep that type of energy when it's in terms of Jermall Charlo? At the end of the day, we know that Mark Breland knows boxing. We know that Deontay Wilder could fight, right? We know that Jermall Charlo could fight. Now, not every trainer, just because you don't have that type of chemistry, not every trainer going to bring out the best out of you. But I do believe that Mark Breland tried his best. And maybe whatever they did in the gym was good. And then when it went to the ring, he was knocking people out. So he was just knocking everybody out that we don't even know if whatever they was working on was good. Because if he's knocking everybody out, how could you showcase what y'all did in the gym? You feel me? It's almost like Edgar Berlanga. We know that Andre is a good trainer. We know that he's a good trainer. But Edgar Berlanga's knocking everybody out. Right? So it's hard for Andre to know if he did what they actually worked on in the gym and if that transitioned to a fight because he's knocking everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So look, there's a time when it happens to a lot of fighters. Even Oscar De La Hoya changed his trainer. Mike Tyson changed his trainer so many times. A lot of people change their trainer. A lot of fighters do that. They change their trainer. They change their trainer to get better, or that's it. It plateaued, and maybe with the Mark Breland and Deontay Wilder, it's plateaued. But because I do feel that Deontay Wilder, in the way I'm seeing from the outside, that he's probably too loyal to his own good. Because if he felt he wasn't growing with him, then he just should have got his another trainer. But how can you get another trainer if you're knocking everybody out? So and still you're being successful. You're still being successful. So it's hard to gauge it that way. But now there's gonna be people that's gonna be like saying like, oh, okay, for the right now, everybody gonna be saying, yo, Mark Breland is with Jermall Charlo, yeah, oh yes, and it's good that he got it, that he got a job, because I'm gonna tell you like this, the allegations that he had, that they put on him, that's what could mess up his business. That's what could mess up him having a chance to work with another world class fighter. It actually didn't. They didn't believe in it. Jermall Charlo didn't believe in the allegations out there. He hired Mark Breland, a well-respected man in the sport of boxing. So he good, and and it's good for him and his family. That he's still working in the high class level with high class, world class caliber of fighters. And Deontay Wilder, I hope that he did find a trainer that's gonna bring out the best in him, gonna sharpen up the tools, gonna at least add more tools in the toolbox. I know he's 35, 34, 35 years old. How much better can you get at that age? But he's a fast learner. We know that. He walked in the gym at the age of 21. And he got to where he's very successful, especially if you're concerning that he started at the age of 21 and just did it really to in an honorable way to take care of his daughter and things of that nature. Now we could talk about how he took the loss or whatever, but I think that a lot of people have been talking about that for a whole year, and I think I've moved on from that conversation, and I hope a lot of people's moved on with the conversation. I just want to see what's next for Deontay Wilder. Now with Mark Breland, I'm happy that he got another chance to work with a high level fighter. Jermall Charlo, who is undefeated. Jermall Charlo does have a great 1-2. And imagine if you just, even make that 1-2 sharper. That's one of Charlo's specialties, that 1-2, and has a great uppercut as well. Has a great uppercut, 1-2, got the 2, got the 3 on lock. So I think for Jermall Charlo, and I think it's good. Ronnie Shields and Mark Breland is good. It's good. It could be a good combination. It seems like they do have chemistry. I do believe they happy with it, and I think it will help Jermall Charlo. I think it will help Jermall Charlo. Let's see and what they try to work out, and because it's gonna be interesting. I think a lot of people are gonna be looking at his performance with Montiel. Even though I got Montiel knocking him out, now I want to know how he's gonna knock out or stop Montiel, in what type of fashion. Feel me? But Jermall Charlo is very sharp in his tools as well. I do believe, for me, in my opinion, Jermall Charlo just got a little bit more of his intangibles. I like his footwork better, but Charlo positioning is very strong, a very strong structure, sharp with the 1-2 defense. But I think that he's more like I think he had to add more. I think he's becoming a cut and paste. I think he's doing the same thing. Jab, 1-2, jab, 1-2, hook, 1-2, hook, uppercut. It's becoming like a pace and cut type of style. And I think if Jermall Charlo brings more of a not an awkward, but not doing almost the same thing constantly. You feel me? I think he'll get better. I like the way that he controls range. He does a great job in controlling range. And maybe with the jab and the 1-2, probably the jab, Mark Breland had that good specialty. Probably the best at the time. Mark Breland had the best 1-2 in the game. You know what I'm saying? One of the best right hands in the game. And we saw that it did transition into Deontay Wilder. If anybody talk about Deontay Wilder's favorite weapon, all right, that was Mark Breland's favorite weapon. So to be honest, he actually helped out Deontay Wilder substantially. Now, every other part of his game probably it wasn't at the highest level, but how Deontay Wilder knocked out people with that 1-2, that was Mark Breland. Everybody knows, check out Mark Breland's tape. That 1-2 was legendary. That 1-2 thing of Deontay Wilder is legendary. All right. So Mark Breland actually did his thing and gave him his signature. You could say his signature punch. Mark Breland polished that, in my opinion. So I know there's a lot of people out there that's going to be waiting for, certain content creators, and there's going to be a lot of drama. They're going to be, making this a bigger deal than what it should be, because it happens all the time. Fighters do leave trainers. Trainers go to another fighter. There's a lot of trainers that sometimes work with fighters and we don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? and they high class level, trainers that is well respected around the game, but they don't have to say, oh, he's working with me. There's some people that they just invited into camp and work with these fighters. So this ain't nothing new in the boxing. I know they're gonna make this bigger than what it is. I see you see the thumb. I know y'all saw the title in the thumbnail, and I think it's best for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's best for now. Deontay Wilder is not working with the trainer that people felt like it was holding him back, right? um Mark Breland said he didn't want to listen, right? So now you're going to some place where probably they're going to listen to you now. And now Deontay Wilder has the ability to find a trainer, and it's going to help him out, in whichever way he wants. Breland can still sue for defamation. Wilder made some crazy allegation against him with zero evidence. Yeah, it is, but my opinion, if they all, if look, if it's not affecting Mark Breland at this point, and he's just trying to live his life, he ain't trying to get no laws or nothing, and Deontay Wilder's trying to move on away from that, then let him move on away from that. I think that both men, I think in my opinion, if I had the power, and I could get both men to actually just come and chop it up, behind the scenes or publicly, because this has gone publicly. I hope it gets to that point. I do hope it gets to that point where publicly they could both chop it up. And instead of people trying to make that type of partnership, relationship, friendship that they had, because to be honest, I don't think without Mark Breland that Deontay Wilder would have got this far. So, and I think that Deontay Wilder should I think he can be humble enough to understand that. So I rather than having all these boxing content creators, whether you like them, whether you like them or not, if you have the power, if you have the contact of Wilder, have the contact of Breland, and to bring these gentlemen together and actually chop it up and make amends, and I think that would be powerful, more powerful than anything, rather than just having them separate and everybody just want to, add more wood to the fire and want to add the drama, because I know a lot of people out there, y'all like drama, but in this case, if we're about, having to, we don't got to see brothers going at one another, right? So I think it's best if you have the power, if you have the contact of both of these men, and let's try to bring them together, or they could do it, publicly or behind the scenes, and let them chop it up. And I think that's the most important thing in my opinion. Maybe a lot of people don't agree with me on that one, but I do believe that would be good, Bring these both brothers together. Let's let them talk about it, hash it out. And because both of these guys have great careers, man. Mark Breland had a great career, especially in the amateur circuit. Gold medal, bring the gold medal to USA. He's a treasure, especially in New York City. He's a treasure as a fighter. And again, we all got to respect our fighters. And at the end of the day, even though that a lot of people may be angry or whatever with Wilder, at the end of the day, man, look, man, I hope that everybody becomes a better man, and keep God in their hearts. And that's the way I see it. If y'all was looking for me to start to bash or make, it's not going to happen here. So I hope both of these guys are happy. I hope that Mark Breland does well and actually contributes in that corner. I wish that Jermall Charlo does get better. I hope that Jermall Charlo's team got something better for him after the Montiel fight. These are the type of fights that somebody going to be throwing a monkey wrench. You feel me? So I think these fights I think he should have never fought this fight. I think there's a lot of, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah, Breland going to be good. And Wilder's going to be good as well, I believe so. I think Wilder's going to be good. I think he's made great money. He's taking care of his kids. He's a family man and stuff like that. Now, if y'all still want to be dwell on how he took his loss, at the end of the day, y'all going to be talking that it's forever. And I know that everybody out there is already tired of talking about it. So let's all move forward. Let's all move forward. And let's for the people that don't like it, do what Mark Breland is doing. Mark Breland is doing something that everybody else should be doing. He's not dwelling on it. He has moved forward, and now he's working with a champion, with a world champion, and a credible world champion at that. So Mark Breland has moved on. It hasn't affected y'all. if it should have affected Mark Breland. Mark Breland, broke that off the shoulder. Now he's working with another world champion. So everybody just move on like Mark Breland. How about that? Let's all move on like Mark Breland did. Let's all move on. If you didn't like, if you're going to be bitter and you're going to be mad, how about everybody move on like Mark Breland? All right? And I think that Wilder moved on from that too. Maybe they gave each other a call. I don't know. But I hope they would. I hope they do hash it out. And the people that, if you're the Wilder fanatics or the Breland fanatics or just boxing fanatics, I understand the frustration. I understand everybody felt like it was effed up. In my opinion, that was effed up because, like I said at the beginning, Puerto Rican rum was good. Like I said at the beginning, it happens a lot in our community with these false allegations. A lot of people in jail. So we're not going to cater to these false allegations. We're not going to cater to allegations and there's no proof. That's for sure. We're not going to cater to that. And I believe that nobody out there should cater to it. Because this is why there's a lot of people locked up in our community. There's a lot of people locked up. There's a lot of innocent people locked up for that type of issue. So that's serious. You know what I'm saying? That is very, very serious. But if Mark Breland is moving on, it's time for everybody else to move on as well. I can't see these champs taking on T's and Blues. But yeah, Jermall Charlo, he gonna get Jermall Charlo gonna get that. He gonna get that win from several channels that we all know. Woo, man, they gonna hate him now. Oh man, do you think he did that just to, you think he did that? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we got great fights. We got good fight. The Puerto Rican card, Edgar Berlanga gonna be fighting Nicholson this Saturday. Zayas was gonna also be fighting. But look, I put a video up there earlier about Edgar Berlanga. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but there's several people didn't get what I was trying to say. So let me clarify myself. I did not say that Edgar Berlanga should fight Canelo Alvarez right now. I didn't say that Edgar Berlanga is ready for Canelo Alvarez right now. That was not the content. I said that Edgar Berlanga, his performance is going to ignite fans to pressure a Canelo and Edgar Berlanga fight sooner than later, because fans like to see action. And if you entice and if you put in imagination in fans, because that's what it is. This is why a lot of fans wanted to see Mike Tyson. Why people wanted to see Mike Tyson at the age of 54? Because you still have the Mike Tyson of the past. He gave you that imagination. When he was working out, he gave you the imagination that Mike Tyson is still living, right? That imagination. See, the other fighters is not giving us the imagination that they're going to give Canelo Alvarez that type of problem. They're not a real threat. You don't see them knocking out Canelo Alvarez. That's why a lot of people be like, oh, Boo Boo didn't make a statement, right? You don't see Boo Boo knocking out Canelo Alvarez, right? Because he's not doing it to a lot of opponents that we feel like he should, right? What about Charlo as well? Charlo gonna be fighting Montiel. He's not gonna really get credit for that. Just like Demetrius Andrade didn't get highly credit to being Leon Williams, right? Triple G, he already beat Triple G. Caleb Plant is not a knockout artist, so he don't bring that type of imagination. He don't bring that type of oh shit, watch what Canelo fight Caleb Plant. Smith ain't do it, and Billy Joe Saunders is not doing that as well. But there's two guys that's knocking everybody out. That's stopping a lot of people out. There's young, hungry, bigger, and stuff like that. And that's David Benavidez. And if Edgar Berlanga goes on Saturday, knocks his opponent in the first round, there's gonna be what, 18-0? 18 straight knockouts or 17 straight knockouts in the first round. He keeps on doing it, and he's bringing that Puerto Rican fan base. I'm not talking about the New Yorkers. I'm not talking about the Philly Ricans. I'm talking about the Puerto Rican and the island. He's bringing that into these equations, and that's a big fan base. I'm talking about the Coto Puerto Rican fan base. I'm talking about the Trinidad Puerto Rican fan base. I'm talking about the Hector Camacho fan base. You bring that back into the equation, because there hasn't been this Puerto Rican fighter to bring them out, and I believe that Edgar Berlanga is gonna bring them out. He speaks the language, he speaks Spanish. He goes to Puerto Rico. He chill with the legend like Trinidad and stuff like that. So people are engaging with Edgar Berlanga, and also Edgar Berlanga chilling with the hip hop and with P Diddy, with Snoop Dogg, with Lil Wayne. So Edgar Berlanga is coming is coming with the hip hop culture and coming with the one of the most faithful fan base in boxing, and that's the Puerto Rican fan base. And I think that will entice a fight and people to call on Edgar Berlanga to Canelo Alvarez sooner than later. Did I mean soon, like this year? No, I did not mean soon. I mean sooner than later, that if we give an Edgar Berlanga probably 2 to 3 years, and then we see a Canelo Alvarez in him, but it might be sooner than that if he keeps knocking people out like that. What's the reason why we say that Bruce Ennis is ready for Earl Spence? Because the way he's performing, the eye, he's just too good. The skills are just too good. Why we say that Virgil Ortiz is ready for Bud Crawford? Because we see the skills. It's just too good. Our eyes does not lie. We can see the skills, and if you follow them in the amateurs, you follow them at what age they've been doing this, then you see that these guys might be more ready than what you think. People are gonna be asking for these fights sooner than later. I'm telling you, they're gonna be asking for Edgar Berlanga if he keeps knocking out people the way he's been knocking out. And people, he hasn't fought nobody. I'm gonna say it like this: if they put somebody credible, hey, he might do the same thing. Just like if you put something credible with Virgil Ortiz, he stopped Maurice Hooker. Just like Bruce Ennis, he stopped Sergey Lipinets. That was credible step-ups. Then when they beat him, now people say he ain't beat nobody. Well, Sergey Lipinets was this, or Maurice Hooker was this. No. That was credible step-ups. Those was great step-ups because we wanted to see them. Edgar Berlanga, he got one step-up, but who's going to step up to fight in 168? End of the day, people gonna be calling for that fight because people, the fans, with imagination, and people like to see a man being they gotta see a threat. David Benavidez brings that threat. This is why people want to see a Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, because he brings that threat. He's knocking people out, he's stopping people. So their imagination, let's see what Canelo Alvarez will do against that. So Edgar Berlanga keeps on knocking people out, and don't forget that Puerto Rican versus Mexican stuff is big in boxing. It's big in boxing. Mexican versus Puerto Rico. He brings that element as well. So this is why I say he keeps knocking people out. He's bringing that type of fan base in here. He's already know how to market himself, ladies and gentlemen. He already knows how to market himself. So people are going to be calling for that fight sooner or later. That's all I'm saying. Prop Father was good. So don't get mad. I didn't say that Edgar Berlanga needs to fight Canelo Alvarez now. That's not what I said. Okay, I'm saying that the more he knocks people out and he performs the way he does, the fans is gonna gravitate towards him, and they're gonna be thinking like, yo, what about if Canelo gets that guy? Because this guy look dangerous. And more people going to be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? He's catching the eyes of a lot of people. And rapidly, massively and rapidly, he is getting the attention of a lot of people at this early stage in his career. And the dude hasn't even had a main event. It's going to be his first main event. He's capturing the imagination. He is capturing the fans at a rapid case. The culture is supporting Edgar Berlanga. The Puerto Rican fan base is coming out. They're going to entice this fight. And the good thing about it is they got a promotional machine that's behind his name as well in Top Rank. So everything is working at all cylinders for Edgar Berlanga. Everything is working on all cylinders. Maybe if Samsung did probably a better promotion and being out there and promoting David Benavidez, maybe it will entice him more. I do think that David Benavidez needs some more promotion. You can't put Berlanga versus Morrell. Yeah. We could do that where there's both Cuban and Puerto Rican community. Yeah, that would be a good fight. Shadow Ghost said, Breland might actually help Charlo because maybe he might actually listen. Who knows? Hey, maybe. Said Mark Breland said he was Wilder didn't listen. Um, I think both of them got to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't help out somebody, if you couldn't help somebody out, people gonna be like, "Yo, so why you was still there?" But a trainer's always gonna think that he is doing something, that he is bringing something to the table. He's still working at the same time. Um, but also Wilder was knocking people out, so it's, like I said earlier, it's hard to gauge if he was getting better or not in the teachings because he's just knocking people out. D Style Boxing, here for boxing. Yeah, we gotta be here. All of us gotta be here for boxing. Everybody subscribe to D Style Boxing. Subscribe to D Style Boxing, folks. But yeah, so great things happening. I don't know if I'm hopefully probably gonna be tuning in. It's gonna be May 1st. May 1st got the uh Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola. Also, one of the best cards too is a great card. Chisora versus Parker. Natasha Jonas versus Katie Taylor. That's gonna be a huge fight. That's a huge fight, ladies and gentlemen. Natasha Jonas versus Katie Taylor is a huge fight. Also, who else? Chris Eubank Jr. is gonna be fighting as well. Bivol gonna be fighting, so that's gonna be a great card on May 1st. It's gonna be a great card on May 1st. It's gonna be a lot of boxing, Breeland was a tall welter, has a lot he can teach tall Jermall. Exactly. I think that's what they see, D-Style. I think that's what they see. You know? Breland, Morrell, and Benavidez and Round Rubin. Being another Jeff Lacey. Jeff Lacey was good too. Shout out to Jeff Lacey, people in Florida. Shout out to Jeff Lacey. Shout out to Dan Birmingham. Shout out to Dan Birmingham. I wasn't gonna be here this long because you feel me. Tomorrow, happy hour Thursday. Surprise for y'all. Happy hour Thursday tomorrow. It's gonna be lit. Tomorrow's live is gonna be lit. Got a surprise. It's gonna be lit. And I'm gonna put the thumbnail tomorrow. It's gonna be guerra. It's going to be a war tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, you gotta stay tuned tomorrow. Tomorrow, this time, you're gonna stay tuned. Because it's going to be something that you've been waiting for, my friends. It's gonna be something that White TBC has been waiting for. It's gonna be something that you've been waiting for. Salute Punch from yes, Austin, Texas. What's good? Good, Nas. Good looking now. Appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate it. Oh, Sebastian Fondura. See. He's nice. Tall, bro. He nice. The dude is, he's crazy. Whiskey Wednesday. Yeah, Whiskey Wednesday. Happy hour Thursday tomorrow. Then on the Friday. Then Saturday fight night. It's going to be a good week. We got a lot of things to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be, tomorrow get your drinks. Tomorrow, get your drinks. Going to be fireworks tomorrow. It's going to be fireworks. I'm telling y'all right now. It's something that y'all going to want to see. Tomorrow. Right, Road Boxing TV? Tell them it's something they're going to want to see. Where's Pancho? Pancho's always, man. Pancho's right here, man. He's my brother right here. Pancho, sing to the people.
Dennis told me, Dennis let us know. Said it never missed it. Had him at the bone. What do you mean? Screaming right out low. Dennis started showing me 2090 feet.
Pancho! That's my guy, Pancho. Ain't nobody better than Pancho. Punch got Wilder for Eddie. Nah, Ralph. Nah, not that. Not that. Punch is it. It is. Raw boxing. It is. It is. But it's gonna be pre. This gonna be the pre right here tomorrow. We're going to pre. This is where I'm gonna tell the people what's everything gonna happen and how. I'm gonna prep everybody on what's gonna happen tomorrow. You gotta stay tuned tomorrow. You gotta stay tuned tomorrow. It's gonna be a debate that y'all been waiting for. Arabian night, like Arabian day. What up, Punch? I be in the cut watching. Got some paperwork to do. Fall back. What's good, bro? Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Fall back. Do your thing. There's going to be something you've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be something you've been waiting for.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
It's going to be something you've been waiting for. Arabian night. Anyway, yo, tomorrow, there was supposed to be a show live. Stay tuned tomorrow, 8 p.m., probably 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be chopping it up. Let me know what you're going to, let me just tune in. Get your drinks, get your whiskey, get your rum, get your wine, get your toilet water, whatever you want to drink. You go get it right now. Punch Rum Boxing, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazon, a.k.a. El Borracho. Happy Hour Thursday, karaoke night tomorrow. And it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a long night. It might be a long night. I might have to do 2 streams like that at the same time. Just Just tune in tomorrow, y'all. Tune in tomorrow. God bless. Love y'all. Peace out.